everyone, and welcome back to Thee's Theater. I'm your host, CJ Thee. Let me just start out by saying thank you for supporting us in the past, and I hope you will do so in the future. Let me just say, we've moved, and we've got a big basement. Therefore, we can sproll out a lot more, and we have a lot of nice little nooks and crannies to show with you, including a bar, a lot of spaces for toys, and man, oh man, you got to see these movie posters on the walls. It looks like a museum in here. So, follow me, and we'll get this thing started.
This is Thee's Theater, starring CJ Thee.
Well, hello everyone, and here we are back in the guts of the theater, and I want to take you through this because it's phenomenal. So check out this wall. In the corner, autographs from the Batman 1969 series. It came from outer space. It conquered the world. Oh, watch out, Chase, watch out, it's Godzilla! The Curse of the Werewolf. From Hell It Came. Look at this artwork on From Hell It Came. I can't understand why this thing isn't worth more money. It's just a phenomenal piece of artwork. Check out Beginning of the End, starring Peter Graves. And look at the Blob. Blob covering the diner. Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen. Started around 1959, and look at this wall, The Mole People, starring John Agar, and to top it off, it's The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad in Dynamation, and that's all done by Ray Harryhausen. Check out this beautiful light box that we have, and this is probably the most successful film that was done by A24, a film from Daniels, everything, everywhere, all at once, and they got the jiggly eyes, and there's a full campaign of the jiggly eyes in this. Phenomenal stuff, folks. Come on over here. Check out the popcorn machine. And who's this guy?
It's in the hole.
It's in a hole. It's in a hole.
Hey, Llama. How's about a little something for the effort?
Great little toys that I picked up along the way.
Peanuts here.
Popcorn makes hot, fresh popcorn. And check out the concession stand. We've got Twizzlers, Good and Plenty, Snow Caps. And well, I have to tell you, I really like the Bunch of Crunch. Now, just check this out, Chase, before we move away from this area. This is a stun gun from the new... And of course, we have the Slimer from Ghostbusters. He ran out of batteries, but he is really cool. He bounces around.
He slimed me.
Very, very cool. Let's go back to this wall, though, because this wall is just tremendous. Check out these posters here now. Tarantula. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It Came from Beneath the Sea. Attack of the Puppet People, and check out the original 1954 Godzilla King of the Monsters. Beautiful movie poster, striking titles. Look at the artwork, all hand drawn. And below that, The Crawling Eye. If you've never seen it, you have to see it because it's phenomenal. And War of the Colossal Beast. And here we have a newspaper ad that came out when Grindhouse came out, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. Wow, this is a masterpiece.
In this most terrifying of the science fiction adventures.
Really, really phenomenal. And then here's a little autograph montage. We have David Friedman signing the She-Freak. There's David Friedman there. Forrest Ackerman, of course, he needs no introduction. Zachary, the Cool Duel, and Ted Michaels, famous for doing some of the campiest horror movies of all time. We can't forget Pink Flamingos, Love Divine, because I met Divine after a performance in Belmar, and Invasion of the Saucermen. Check this out, folks. You can buy this beautiful t-shirt, black and white. And to top it off, on this wall, it's the Thieves Theater poster.
There we
Seasons
are.
1 and 2 together. And wow, we look great. Look at the eyeballs. He's just staring at you. Well, here we are in the bar. And what does that sound? Well, it means someone's either waiting for a drink or your drink is ready. Check it out. All granite countertops. We covered this column with beautiful cherry wood. It is fantastic. Check out these coasters. Does anybody know what this coaster is from?
I think that's from The Thing.
That's right, Chase, you nailed it. Now, this refrigerator is going to be covered with a wrap that's going to have a ticket booth look to it. And of course, to the left, House on Haunted Hill, Them, Forbidden Planet, Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, and Kuruku. That's Kuruku, that Amazonian monster. And over here, The Thing and Mighty Joe Young. Where are you gonna find posters like this, Chase? You're not gonna, because these are home to
Thieves Theater.
And look at this beautiful parquet floor. Isn't that lovely? So check this out from this vantage point, folks. What a beautiful bar this is. It goes with the motif that's down here. Tremendous wall displays all along the way. And now this room here, very unique, but we're not going to show you too much of this because this is going to be in a later video. Look at this little wall. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, along with Day the World Ended. Now this is 1940s, this is 1950s, and this is one of the few 40s movies that we have on display down here. But just come over this area, some really, really great autographs. Along with Revenge of the Creature, we have autographed by Bob Chapman, and then we have one by Rico Browning. He did all the underwater scenes. And then you have Anne Francis, who is the star in Forbidden Planet. Kevin McCarthy, star of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Doug Bradley, who is the main pinhead in Hellraiser. Then you have Gunnar Hansen. Gunnar Hansen, take a little off the top from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And the last, very, very cool, Jonathan Harris from Lost in Space. Oh, the pain, the pain.
Oh, the pain. The pain.
Security. Yeah, security, we're gonna need you down here. Someone's trying to come into the theater without paying. Oh, thank you very much. So here we are at the ticket booth, right here at Thieves Theater, and you have to have a ticket before you can watch the movie. And this is a great little stand that we had to accommodate this old-fashioned cash register. And then we move on to the beautiful Strand movie chairs. And these are authentic Strand movie chairs from Lakewood. We got these probably a good 20, 25 years ago. And they're velvet. And my wife refinished them so that they're looking pretty crunchy. And look at this wall. The Day the Earth Stood Still, probably the foremost watched movie, science fiction movie from the 50s. The Astounding She-Monster. Invaders from Mars. Now, Invaders from Mars, I got to tell you a little story. This movie freaked me out when I was growing up. It made me sleep with my mom and dad.
Invaders from Mars. Weird, fantastic beings of a super intelligence.
And Tobor the Great, I Was a Teenage Werewolf, the monster that challenged the world, and behind Mars Attacks, Attack of the Crab Monsters. Mars Attacks, of course, famous mask. You can check out more of that in the Mars Attacks episode. Final stop on the movie poster tour right here in the main theater room. And check these out. The Time Machine from 1960s. The Amazing Colossal Man from the 50s. Target Earth. And check out Earth versus the Flying Saucers, another Ray Harryhausen favorite. Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, and that's another Harryhausen Dynamation movie. The Fly, starring David Hedison. Invasion USA. The Killer Shrews. And check this one out, Chase. An original War of the Worlds, 1953. And The Incredible Shrinking Man. Over on this wall, tremendous movie posters. Plan 9 from Outer Space. This is Bela Lugosi's final movie before he died. It, The Terror from Beyond Space. This movie was the movie that they based Alien on. Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. I Married a Monster from Outer Space. The Creature Walks Among Us. And to top it off, Dr. Cyclops. Dr. Cyclops, a 1940s half-sheet movie poster that very rarely, or maybe hasn't, been to auction. But phenomenal. So all in all, check this out. The colors are phenomenal. They go with the dark green walls. The colors pop. We strategically put these posters up so you have different colors, schemes coming into place. And they're all in the corner here with beautiful spotlights on them. So now, how about we jump into some toys? Standing over here in this corner, we have Star Trek bobbleheads. Check them out, very cool. Dropping down to some Lost in Space figures, along with the Jupiter 2. This is the new version of the Star Trek unit, or Star Wars Lost in Space. And there's some more Lost in Space back there. There's the Blarp. The Blarp makes noises too, Chase. You want me to get on the Blarp? See if he still makes noise. See that? Isn't that cool? Yep. We've got some more great Lost in Space. And then, of course, the bottom, we have a lot of robots. They're very, very cool.
Welcome to Al Pair 4, gentlemen. I am to transport you to the residence.
Isn't that great? That is Robbie the Robot in a box, and it is a Walmart exclusive. Chase, watch out! There's a face hugger. Plush face huggers from the movie Alien, Alien 2, Alien 3, Alien 4, Alien 5. Well, let's check this one out, Chase. He's still down his egg. Very, very cool, soft things kids can play with during the Science Fiction Geeks. Then you have the Royal Starship from Episode 1 Star Wars, and it makes a lot of nice, cool sounds. It blows apart. You can open up the hatches and play with different parts of it. And then we drop down to the Millennium Falcon, which was really, really displayed in the first Star Wars, second Star Wars. Star Wars and third Star Wars. This is Han Solo is in the driver's seat. And then you have the Death Star playset, which is featured in numerous different episodes here at Thieves Theater. Dropping down to the second shelf, we have the Good Humor truck. Now, these are Danbury Mint cars and trucks, and they're phenomenal. The detail on these things. And you have the Borden's Dairy Product truck, and there we have some really cool, authentic Borden milk bottles. And there's the certificate of authenticity from this one. And these are great. These are such keepsakes. This is a Pinewood Derby that I made when I was in the Cub Scouts, and these four are what my director actually put together for his phenomenal...
With your help, of course.
Well, not really. You really did the most of it. And then in the back you have the gold Aston Martin, and that is premium. That is very limited edition. Very, very cool, though. And then here's all the James Bond Corgi toys. And these are detailed, but when you look at these next to the Danbury Mint, there's really no
comparison.
No comparison whatsoever. And then down in the bottom, we have some more Danbury Mints on the bottom. You have a couple Batman cars, and then you have the Coca-Cola truck. There's some autographed baseballs. And in the middle, the famous Rare Floor Shootout trophy. And next to that is a remote control R2-D2. Unbelievable toys on this rack. Let's move over. Okay, here we are. Check out the top, the thing. And believe me when I tell you, these things are so cool. This is the Ultimate McCready. You've got all these different things that you can do with Ultimate McCready to have a really good play experience. And then you have this set up by Soto Toys, which is a schematic of when McCready shot the dog before he went through the roof, which is great. This is the Outpost 31 version. And you can see they're all different. There's the scotch that he drinks in that great scene. Go down to the first shelf. We have Dracula, the Big Lebowski, bobbleheads, and Friday the 13th, along with the Tingler. Now, the Jaws shelf is pretty cool because you have that beautiful diorama of the beautiful, what was the name of that boat? The Orca?
Yeah.
The Orca was out in the ocean, and that's where Quinn got swallowed. This is my grandmother. Isn't that great? That's Phoebe Ann Theobald, and if it wasn't for her, none of us would be here. Down on the third shelf, we have some great Pulp Fiction. We have some really cool Sin City in the back, more Pulp Fiction forward. And then down on the bottom shelf, we have The Exorcist and It, from the It series.
And we have E.T. here.
And E.T. If we had batteries in E.T., which we should, but we don't, he is ultimately cool. Phone home. Phone home. I love you.
Right here.
So thank you, everyone, for joining us. We've had a great time showcasing some of these beautiful movie posters and toys. But before we leave, I want to just show you the screen. And this happens to be showcasing an intermission little snippet that we showed during one of our movie nights. And then if we start here, we have Chucky, Mini-Me, and then, of course, the Zuni Warrior from Trilogy of Terror. We have toys from the Ghostbusters, Sin City. Sin City again. There you have the Reservoir Dogs, and there's the Munster bobbleheads underneath. Beautiful toys. And there's Ted. Now, Ted usually is the star of the show when people come over.
Fuck that. It's been 4 years, Johnny. You and me have been together for 27 years. Where's my ring? Huh? Where's my ring, asshole? Where's my ring, motherfucker? Want to know my fuzzy finger, you fuck? Come on!
Wow. It was sold as an R-rated. You could see the tag on it. R-rated Ted. 2 more posters from Psycho. Look at that one. 1960. And Half Human from 1957. Just come with me over here because this is going to be phenomenal, folks. This will be another episode of Thieves Theater. This is a whole other aspect of it. Wowee. Is this great or what? Don't get too involved there, Chase. You have to keep the bait on the hook. The bait must be on the hook. CJ Thie, signing off.